So the left is flipping out a little bit. Elon Musk has called for the elimination of the CFPB. He tweeted, delete CFPB. CFPB, for those of you who are uninitiated, is the Consumer Financial Protection Board. It is a monstrosity created by Dodd-Frank. Those of you who listen to my show on financial deregulation, I covered this there. The CFPB is part of Dodd-Frank. It is a consumer protection board for you with regard to your financial transaction. It's supposed to save you from greedy banks, greedy insurance companies, credit card companies that want to, cheat you out of your money and do, and have fees and all these other things. It has already fined the industry gazillions of dollars. It is, the CFPB was the creation and the baby of Elizabeth Warren. This was her regulatory agency. She established it. She wanted to be its first director, but she couldn't get, the Senate wouldn't approve her. This is kind of, it's an entity, by the way, that Congress does not provide a budget for. It is an entity whose budget is dictated by the Fed. So the Federal Reserve really, ultimately, the Federal Reserve provides it with the money. So Congress has no real budgetary control over this entity. It's super independent, which is arguably super scary. Super scary. And as a consequence, it runs roughshod over the industry. It's the most feared regulatory agency today. And Musk rightly calls for its elimination. Now, I'm not sure Musk realizes what it would take to delete the CFPB. It would actually take an act of Congress. It would actually have to be in a law. It's part of a law. To delete it would require a law. And again, this is the kind of the naivete of many within the Trump universe. But it would be amazing. Of course, there's an editorial that says, Elon Musk wants to delete many Americans' financial lifeline. And I read that and I said, lifeline? So the CFPB actually writes them checks. No, but this protects them from all that fraud and corruption that's happening. And here it says, since its founding, the agency has returned more than $19 billion in cash to people who are being scammed by financial institutions. Now, that's not true. Since its founding, the agency has penalized financial institutions to the tune of $19 billion in cash because they were accused unjustly of scamming consumers, where indeed all they were doing were following the contractual contract they had with consumers. For example, much of this money came from so-called predatory payday lenders. And yet, payday lenders are something that the poor rely on. And when you fine them 19 billions or a lot of money, payday lenders disappear and the poor are the one who suffer. But, that's for another time. CFPB is a disaster. If the Trump administration gets rid of the CFPB, that would be huge. That'll be the best thing Trump had done. I can't think of anything else that Trump could do better. I've got a list, but the few likely things that they could do that are better than that, as I said the first time Trump was in office, the thing is to get rid of regulatory agencies, not just to regulate less at the agency level, but to get rid of these agencies completely. Right? That's what needs to happen.